We might just get hit with the Rico.
Me Millie. Cause we in the field with them birds like we play for the Eagles. I'm on probation, so let me not talk what's illegal. Switch it up. Today I woke up with my drinker, she rich as a beetle. For my teeth.
The Eagles have added another wide receiver, and his name is Braxton Miller. 2016 draft. A dual threat quarterback / running back hybrid fast man of the year from Ohio State. Now, back in this draft, I wanted Braxton Miller to be our wide receiver, quarterback turned wide receiver. The Houston Texans drafted him. It was like 83rd overall, something like that. Played for the Texans. Don't know what's going on with him. He's supposed to be some deep threat. Didn't really work out. Did special teams. Didn't really do too good on special teams. So I don't know if the Houston Texans gave him a chance. So let's see. Overall, had about 34 passes, 261 yards, 2 touchdowns. He was on 3 kickoffs for 41 yards, 4 punts for 13 yards. It's not good at all. 2016, I think he only started 6 games, 15 for 99 yards. 2017, 19 for 162 yards, so he had a better year his second year. So he was kind of being that, I don't know, that hybrid backfield wide receiver on reverses, quick, slant passes. I don't know what this guy could be because apparently the Texans tried. I don't know if the Eagles signed him. I don't know why. I honestly don't think the Eagles are going to be in the market for a wide receiver. I just don't see them doing it just because if they're bringing these like first DeAndre Carter, Shelton Gibson's doing good now. You know what I mean? Now we're getting Braxton Miller in here now, and I don't know where he's really going to fit. Yes, he's going to be signed to the practice squad, not the active roster. So practice squad. So I don't know. Could Gunther Brewer, the Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver coach, do something with him? Could they turn him into something? Could they coach him better? Because we all know sometimes when players go from one team to another, they probably play better from being coached better. That's all it really takes, but I don't know if Gunther Brewer has a plan. I don't know if the Eagles have a plan with him. This kind of tells me that they're going to wait for Alshon Jeffrey to come back, okay? And I don't know what Braxton Miller, from his tape that I do see from the Texans, which is not that much, he's got some quick feet to him. He looks a little bit like Nelson Aguilar out there, got the quick feet, could jump the route real nice. You know what I mean? So he's okay. He could break routes pretty quick, but there's really not enough on him for me to say. I don't know what to say because he is a star in college and his speed brought to the NFL. He looks fast, but not that fast, okay? Doesn't look like the fastest guy in the world. But I don't know if he's got good hands. I don't know what the point is. But the whole point of this is the Eagles bring in another wide receiver. The whole point is we're hurting badly at that position right now, which we really shouldn't be. But unfortunately, Jeffrey with the rotator cuff injury has got to come back in at least, a few games. But they need to figure this out because we need to throw the ball downfield. We can't be throwing the ball 10 fucking yards every series, and it's just going to get really annoying. So I'm not upset over this. I mean, I'm glad that they're actually making moves. They're not sitting still like, Howie's always wheeling and dealing, trying to get something happen. So Braxton Miller actually tried out for the Arizona Cardinals. And some of the Houston Texans fans were actually kind of surprised. I read some comments on him, oh, I'm surprised. They should have kept on to him, kept a hold of him for like at least another year or two, to develop into something. But I don't know what he's really going to develop into. But at least we have another receiver on this roster. That's not a bad thing because honestly, we need to find our deep threat of the future. This team needs to find an actual deep threat, whether it's the draft or they need to find a gem. And I think Howie's trying to find a gem bringing in these guys, like DeAndre Carter that actually had a first down in this Falcons game. He was on 4 practice squads, which I never even knew of. He was on 4 different teams, 4 different practice squads, and finally found a home. And finally is on the roster. But we need someone to make a difference. Now, bringing in Braxton Miller is not going to fix that. This is just somebody they're going to try to develop and see if he could just, if he could become a gem, awesome. Good for him. But as an outside receiver, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't know why. I understand why they'll bring him in, but really, is he really going to do anything like as soon as he comes in? I understand it's kind of working out the kinks with the practice squad and then seeing what guys, you know, because you have a practice squad just in case if your guys go down during the year, you can always bring someone up. So if you coach someone very nicely, you know, when someone is on the come up on that practice squad, you know what, that's showing a lot of will and a lot of fight, you could bring in a guy like Braxton Miller, put him in the game. Like a Tavon Austin type of guy, a hybrid guy that could do reverses, a guy that could be very quick on the little quick throws to get you those quick first downs. That's what Braxton Miller is. That's why the Texans tried to use Braxton Miller that way, but it didn't really work. But I don't know what the Texans were doing. I don't know if, you know, he was coached the right way, so the Eagles are giving him a shot. And I don't know why, but they're giving him a shot and see what happens. But receiver, if the Eagles haven't found a receiver yet, to at least fill in for Alshon Jeffrey, I don't think they're going to now. I think this is literally just going to be done, and they're just going to keep bringing in guys to see who's going to work out. But a guy that's not really worked out for the Texans, being drafted by the Texans, is not going to come in here and do anything. Of course, he's on practice squad. I know that. You got to tell me that. But, hey, it's a signing. It's something. Hopefully the Eagles are working on more shit. So that's about it, guys. So shake squad up. Fly, Eagles fly.